running a business, it's not for the faint of heart. Entrepreneurship, it's pretty risky. Successful business owners, you gotta possess the ability to mitigate company specific risk while at the same time bringing your product or service to market at a price that meets consumer demand levels. It's a lot going on. Now, while there are a number of small businesses and a broad range of industries that perform well and are continuously profitable, somewhere around 33-34% of small businesses fail in the first 2 years. And then around 50% after 5 years. Roughly 33% make it to 10 years or longer. Right? These statistics come from the Small Business Administration. You can go look these up. It's crazy numbers. It's really hard to start a business and be successful. So, to safeguard or establish a business, it's necessary to understand what can lead to business failure and how each obstacle can be managed or even avoided altogether. The first thing that we need to talk about, one of the big problems, those financial hurdles. It's a primary reason why small businesses fail. A lack of funding or working capital. Most instances, a business owner is intimately aware of how much money is needed to keep operations running on a day-to-day basis. This is funding payroll, paying fixed and varied overhead expenses, such as rent, utilities, right? Ensuring that outside vendors are paid on time. However, owners are failing, right? Over and over and over. They're failing companies, right? And they're less in tune with how much revenue is generated by sales of products or services. Not going to work out so well. Now, this disconnect leads to funding shortfalls that can quickly put a small business out of business. A second reason is business owners who miss the mark on pricing products or services. To beat out the competition in highly saturated industries, companies may price a product or service far lower than similar offerings with the intent to entice new customers. Now, that strategy can be successful in some cases, and businesses that end up closing their doors are those that keep the price of a product or service too low for too long. When the costs of production, marketing, and delivery outweigh the revenue generated from new sales, small businesses have little choice but close up shop. Small companies in the startup phase can face challenges in terms of obtaining financing in order to bring a new product to market, or fund an expansion, or pay for ongoing marketing costs. Now, angel investors, venture capitalists, and conventional bank loans are among the funding sources available to small businesses. Not every company has the revenue stream or growth trajectory needed to secure major financing from these individuals or these institutions. Without an influx of funding for large products or projects or anything that you need for ongoing working capital needs, small businesses, again, gonna have to close your doors. So, to help a small business manage common financial hurdles, business owners should first establish a realistic budget for company operations and be willing to provide some capital from their own savings during startup or expansion phase. Now, it's imperative to research and secure financing options from multiple outlets before the funding is actually required. Now, when the time comes to obtain funding, those business owners should already have these variety of sources they can tap on for capital when they need to. So, number 2, inadequate management. Everyone knows about this one. This is a common reason that small businesses fail, right? They fail, it's because it's a lack of business acumen on the part of the management team or the business owner. So, as an example, a business owner is, usually the only senior level person within a company, right? Especially when it's the first year or two or three. And while the owner may have the skills necessary to create and sell a viable product or service, a lot of times they lack the attributes of a strong manager and don't have the time to successfully oversee other employees. Without a dedicated management team, a business owner has greater potential to mismanage certain aspects of the business, whether it be finances, hiring, or marketing. Smart business owners outsource the activities they do not perform well or have little time to successfully carry through. A strong management team is one of the first additions a small business needs to continue operations well into the future. Now, it's going to be important for business owners to feel comfortable with the level of understanding each manager has regarding the business's operations, current and future employees, and also the products or services. Now, another thing that a lot of people, when you start a business, that they're usually not very good at or they don't do at all is that business plan. They don't make one, they make a poor one, they don't follow through on one. I mean, small businesses often overlook the importance of effective business planning prior to opening their doors. Now, if you're to look at a sound business plan, it would include stuff like a clear description of the business, current and future employee and management needs, opportunities and threats within the broader market, your capital needs, like including your projected cash flow and your various budgets, your marketing initiatives, your competitor analysis. This is just good starting points. And business owners who fail to address the needs of the business through a well laid out plan before operations begin, man, you're just setting yourself up for a bunch of challenges. Similarly, a business that does not regularly review an initial business plan or one that is not prepared to adapt to changes in the market or industry, usually you're going to run into some obstacles that you just can't get around throughout the course of that business's life. Now, to avoid pitfalls associated with business plans, you should have a solid understanding of the industry and competition before starting that company. A company's specific business model and infrastructure should be established long before products or services are offered to customers. And even potential revenue streams should be realistically projected well in advance. Creating and maintaining a business plan is going to be key to running a successful company for the long term. And then we're going to move on to one of the last things we're going to talk about, marketing. This is a big one these days. Business owners, a lot of times, they fail to prepare for the marketing needs of a company in terms of capital required, the prospect reach, and accurate conversion ratio projections. When companies underestimate the total cost of early marketing campaigns, it can be super difficult to secure financing or even redirect capital from other, business departments to make up for that shortfall. Because marketing is such a crucial aspect of any early stage business, it's necessary for companies to ensure that they have established realistic budgets for current and future marketing needs. Now, similarly, having realistic projections in terms of target audience reach and sales conversion ratios is critical to a marketing campaign success, right? Businesses that don't understand these aspects of sound marketing strategies are more likely to fail than companies that take the time to create and implement cost-effective, successful campaigns. So, again, there's four big things, guys. Four big things. Your marketing mishaps, making sure you have an effective business plan, a good management team, and making sure you understand the finances required to get through where you need to get through. Don't be a part of the 33% of small businesses that fail in the first 2 years. Don't be a part of the 50% that fail within 5 years, right? Be a part of the statistic where 30% make it to 10 years and further. That's where you want to be a part of that group, right? Hopefully this is going to get you guys there with all this information. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I know I would personally appreciate it if you did. Hit that sub button. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all be safe.